I officially definitely hate it here. Boo. Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney and today's video will be the October round of Spin the Bottle TBR. It's my favorite time of the year. Always, when everything's dying, I feel most alive. And that being said, let's figure out what I will be reading for my favorite month. If this is the first Spin the Bottle TBR that you are landing on, I will leave the playlist linked down below in the description for you to check out all the other previous installments. The first video for this January of 2021 explains the board, every space, and some of the major rules. Now, some of the rules have changed over the course of the year, and the first thing that we do now is going over the books that we read last month to see if I completed the Spin the Bottle TBR. So for September, there was 3 readathons. There was the Aurelium, the Becca's Bookoplathon, and then my Spin the Bottle TBR. And then the Breath of the Wildathon did start. I am exhausted and haven't really been keeping track of how I've been doing on those readathons, but I have been reading books. And I'm just now realizing that I don't know which books were just for Spin the Bottle. Okay. So this was the entire September TBR. Huge, right? Okay, for just Spin the Bottle, it was these 7 books. And let me tell you, I'm gonna finish it. Can you believe it? Guess who read Priory of the Orange Tree? Look at all those tabs. You're damn right I read it. Hell yeah. Thoughts to come on it. I did do a dedicated reading vlog for it that should be out by now. So I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. So out of all of these books, I still have to read On a Sunbeam and The Final Empire, but when I'm filming this, right now it is the 22nd, I think, of October, and I'll be able to finish those 2 books, especially because On a Sunbeam is that graphic novel, and I am excited to read The Final Empire, so I should be able to finish those 2 books by the end of the month. And the other ones I have either read or I tried to read, and I did DNF one of them. Thoughts to come in the wrap up, but I did my best, okay? In my defense, I did make it over 60% of the book I did DNF. So I did give it my best shot. But regardless, I will have finished this entire chunking stack for September. Can you believe it? I can't. So that means that we get a reward. I know last month I said, I'm just gonna prepare for a punishment next month, and that was the wrong attitude. Because look at us now, who would've thought?
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would've thought?
Not me.
Now, if eating the sushi while I'm filming and I messed up my lipstick or makeup, I really don't care anymore. I'm hungry, I'm exhausted. I work night shift now. If you didn't know, life is rough. Depression. Anyways, we're getting a reward because I have that one thing going for me this month. So I have our little mug here with all of our rewards scattered within. Let us sift through and pick one at random. It is take away a +1 spin, so we can work with that. If you are unfamiliar, every time I land on a space in the past, every 3rd time, I would add a spin at the end of my spins. And last month, since I was doing 3 readathons, I made it every 5 times that I land on a space, I would add a spin. And I think that we're gonna leave it on every 5 from now on. I think that that just makes the most sense. And I mean, I have a lot of secret reading vlogs that I'm trying to do, and I can't always get those books on this TBR. So we're gonna do every 5 times that I land on a space from now on. I'm gonna keep going with that. So this will come in handy if I get a +1 spin that I don't want to do. So we'll keep this in our arsenal. So we are going to do 6 spins total, going back to our original. So our first spin will be our Patreon only spin with only the prompts given to me by my patrons. And then the remaining 5 spins, so 6 total, again, math, will be all of the prompts mixed together, including the fun spaces on the board. So let us set it up and start playing the game. kidding. Wow. I officially definitely hate it here. So, the prompt I got on the very first spin is the longest book on your TBR. Last month I got this exact prompt, and I ignored, kind of. I cheated a little bit, because last month I chose the second longest book on my TBR. And the board heard that, and the board said, "You're not getting away with that." And so it gave it to me again. And if you remember, the longest book on my TBR, hold on a second, is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, coming in at a whopping 900, oh, nope, there's more. Hold on, 1,001 pages. Why? Why is my board so vengeful all the time? Man, I can't catch a break. Okay, well, I know nothing about The Way of Kings. I just know it's book 1 of the Stormlight Archive, and I always envy this little corner of Booktube who is like really into the Stormlight Archive, and they just love it so much, and it's kind of like their personality, their brand. I'm envious of that. So like I do want to read it. That's why I bought it, you know? But damn. So the back of this book, it says, "I long for the days before the last desolation. The age before the heralds abandoned us and the night's radiance turned against us, a time when there was still magic in the world and honor in the hearts of men. There are 4 whom we watch. The first is the surgeon, forced to forsake healing it to fight in the most brutal war of our time. The second is the assassin, a murderer who weeps as he kills. The third is the liar, a young woman who wears a scholar's mantle over the heart of a thief. The last is a prince, a warlord whose eyes have opened to the ancient past as his thirst for battle wanes." So, okay. Already, I feel like, dare I say, I'm going to really enjoy it. Just like those sentences, those characters, I feel like I'm going to really love and feel for. I haven't read a Brandy Sandy yet. And even just that synopsis, I haven't read it before, made me feel something. That might be jumping the gun, and I might be being dramatic because I'm emotional recently because of work, but maybe also it's just gonna be really good. So, okay, fine. We're reading The Way of Kings this month, apparently. Thank you, TBR board. So let's go for spin number 2. Okay. I got a prompt that isn't really like a reading prompt. It was one of the prompts that my patrons uploaded to me. And I asked them for reading prompts, but also for like life booktube prompts. So one of my worms uploaded film a book haul, and that's the one I just landed on. And that's perfect because I'll have something cool coming out this next month. And that works. It works perfectly. So that also helps me because Way of Kings is so heckin' long. Now I don't have to, potentially, we'll see how many +1s I get, if any. But that helps because that means that takes up a spin. Okay, so let's go for spin number 3. Okay, so we got Caleb's pick. Sometimes I dread this pick because I have no idea what he's gonna do, but this month it was actually really easy. As we all know, Dune is coming out in October, the movie, and Caleb and I really want to read the book before we watch it. So I gave him some choices over the phone because he's at work. And before I even had all the choices out of my mouth, he said I pick Dune because we both need to read it. So he's really helping me out, but also making sure that I'm not slacking because he also wants to read it. So let me grab it. So Dune, this is my beautiful, I love this copy so much, is like one of the most legendary epic sci-fi fantasies of all time. That's the extent of my knowledge about it. I'm sorry, I genuinely no idea what I'm about to read, but I do love this edition. I bought it and I do want to read it before I watch the movie. And I am excited. I have heard really, really good things about it. And Caleb and I will be reading it together. I told him to get ready for a vlog. So we're going to try to vlog this together. It should be a time. It should be fun. No idea how it's going to work out, but we're going to make it work. Hopefully. So yeah, Dune's on the TBR. So far, we got 2 really thick boys on the TBR. But let's go for spin number 4. Spin number 4. This is actually going pretty well. I know I shouldn't be saying it out loud, but I haven't had any like out of spins. The tallies are at like 8 and 9. So next couple months might be rough, but right now we're thriving. So the prompt that we got was read a book with blue on the cover. I had a lot of options to choose from. Might be shooting myself in the foot a little bit, but I have to read this book this next month anyways. So I'm just going to put it on this TBR, to like make sure that I get my shit together. In my Patreon family, we are reading the Mistborn trilogy together. So I still have to read that this month, but I'm going to start that tonight and I have to stay up all night because I work the next 3 nights. Nursing's great. So the next book in that series also has blue on the cover, and it is The Well of Ascension, also by Brandy Sandy, if you didn't know. And starting this series last month was the exact reason that I cheated and didn't want to read The Way of Kings. And that's why I chose Priory of the Orange Tree last month for that prompt, the longest book on your TBR. So I'm really hoping that my mind will be able to tolerate all of these heavy sci-fi long fantasy novels. Pray for me. But anyways, this I am picking for read a book with blue on the cover. And in this world, we have our main character, I think his name is Vin. There's like this magic powers? I'm not sure. I still haven't read the first book. But it's like the idea that you can wield different types of metal. And the more metals that you can wield as like powers, you're like a Mistborn or like a more powerful Mistborn. And I don't want to read the back of this because I don't want to get spoiled for the first book. But yeah, literally everyone in our little Discord thread for my Patreon is loving the first book. So I'm very excited to pick it up and then apparently continue the series. So this is on the TBR. Wow, stacking up pretty tall. And then let's go for spin number 5 and maybe Avi will stop walking around. Spin number 5, we got mood read. That's fantastic because I have things I need to put on this TBR. So for mood read, there's 2 books that I need to read this month on top of all of these other chunkers now, and I don't know what our last spin is going to do. So my choices for this mood read prompt are going to be either my book club pick or my buddy read pick for this month. The official book club pick is Misery by Stephen King, and then the buddy read pick is They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. Both perfect October spooky time reads. Very excited to read both of them. I will be doing a reading vlog for Misery because I've never read a Stephen King before. So I'm very excited about that. And then this They Never Learn is also a thriller. And I've heard great things about it. I think I'll put Misery on the official Spin the Bottle TBR, because I know that I'm gonna have to read it, obviously. Maybe I can put that other one on the next one. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, this is Misery by Stephen King. It is about a best-selling novelist who thinks he's finally free of Misery Chastain. I think that's the person who like holds him hostage. So he kills off a character in one of his romance series, and she doesn't like that. So she like finds our main character on the side of the road after a car accident, and he has like a bunch of broken bones and stuff. Oh, and his number 1 fan named Annie Wilkes is the one who finds him and keeps him hostage, basically. Okay, so Annie is very upset over what Paul did to Misery in his novel. Misery is the character he killed off. We're learning together. And Annie demands that he find a way to bring her back by writing a new novel. His best yet and one that's all for her. After all, Paul has all the time in the world to do so as a prisoner in her isolated house, and Annie has some very persuasive and violent methods to get exactly what she wants. So I've heard really great things about this one by King, but I know that this is Noelle Gallagher's one of her favorite Kings ever. So love her and I trust her. So we're gonna pick this month. And let's go for spin number 6. Okay, spin number 6, we got prompt shuffle. So I'm just gonna shuffle all the prompts and spin again, basically. So actual spin number 6, we landed on a secret space. Did I just tell you in the last pick what I might pick for this prompt? I mean, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe I'm picking something else. I think I will actually pick something else. And I'll read They Never Learn like on my own time, hopefully. But I am going to pick a different book for this secret space that I can't tell you about because it's going towards a secret vlog, and that's the beauty of the secret space, is it's a secret. And I would like to say, all of the reading that I did this past month to get this takeaway +1 spin, I didn't even get to use it. Boo. But this is pretty good. I mean, I think that this is definitely doable. So let me gather the stack. Look, that's a cute stack. I mean, okay, so it's still like a little chunky, but this is a lot shorter than my stacks have been. So this is good because maybe I can read these and then also have time for other books. So this is cool. I feel like all of this went way too well. Like, I don't understand how I filmed this all in like one take, you know? Like, normally I'm here for hours. This feels wrong. It feels like I'm missing something majorly. But that's really it. Okay. But yes, so I'm very excited for October. I love the fall. I love spooky season. And in October, Caleb and I are closing on our house that we just bought. So that's also very exciting. I will hopefully start to take some vlogs on like renovating the house and moving in, obviously, once we get some stuff done. An older woman lived in the house before us, so it definitely needs a lot of updating, but we're very excited to do those updates. So that is also happening this next month, and so are all of these. So thank you so much for watching and being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. If you are still watching, then why don't you leave, I don't know, the king emoji, queen emoji, a royalty emoji down below in the comments. Let me know what you're excited to read this next month. And that's all I have. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.